Hello and welcome back to Factorio. In the last episode we did a 40-minute episode, so sorry about that, but it did take a bit longer to set things up as I was fumbling around trying to remember first, and then we got it done. So after some fumbling around we actually remembered how to do it, and now we have a system which looks at how much oil we have in storage, make sure to pump in to the various converting stacks to either convert it into a different oil product or into solid fuel blocks. And this is what we have put up, as I said in the last episode, just at the end. This is just so we balance the 3 oil products, so no one of the 3 is completely full. Now you might understand why they have changed the basic oil processing to be just this. Now I'm actually going to hook this one up like that. But what I'm going to do is just delete these, because I don't want more storage like that. Now, we don't have a place where we can output, do we? No. Let's make a place where we can do that. Now, what I'm going to do is this, so I can bring this out a bit. Going to remove this. Let's remove this, and this one can go. And like that, we now have, we still supply whatever we are using petroleum for. We are going to have to do basically the same thing with light oil, because light oil is going to be used, though I think I'm going to just do it over here, most likely, but that's for another day. Now, let's finish this up. Solid fuel blocks is something that needs to be put out with an inserter, so let's put up a bunch of inserters. Like that. Let's clear this by clicking shift right click on it, and there we go, like that, and boom, the robots just fly out and do our bidding, which is exactly the way we want it to be. Now I might actually do a bit of robot stuff soon to get the robots up and running, because that would be very nice. Like that. I don't really care how well placed the power poles are, so there we go. As long as you power stuff, that's fine. Like, you don't need to have stuff to be symmetrical and stuff like that. Just as long as you power the things you want to power, it's fine. Now, solid fuel blocks is something we probably should bring up to the coal, and then make sure that whatever is outputting to the bus is going to be only coal. So let's bring that belt up there, shall we? We are going to do this. Like that. What I'm going to do as well is this, just in case we have something weird where like only one of them is outputting ever. This way we are balancing, maybe a bit redundantly, but this way no matter where they output they will be balanced, which means we don't have to try to fix it later on because it's just half of the belt completely filled. And I would probably say that as long as if you can think of a problem, if you know that something is going to be a problem, like, and it's not a major one, it could be like a tiny one, and you know you're probably not going to remake the area, I would probably say that some future proofing is good. Now, I'm going out of my way of not trying to future-proof as much as I probably could and would. So, do an output priority over here, which is this, so we don't get anything there. Like that. Now we are inputting stuff which is solid fuel blocks. Now, we know that the third one here, so this belt, which I just removed, needs to be coal only. So let's do this and put a filter and say coal. This means that coal will only be put here. So I'm going to do this just to see. Right, it actually... that's not what I want, to be honest. Let's remove that and let's put this here and say only coal. Because this way if something gets over here, it's going to be put back onto this to be fed into the system again. Now we probably should do this. Copy this. There. So any fuel block that happens to get to this, which is just going to be for the bus, now goes back, so we don't have a bunch just sitting and clogging up the system. Because we might need a bit of throughput on the coal, so... yeah, whatever, let's do that. Let's go with that. I'm going to remove a bunch of blueprints while I move. We can remove this one as well. This one. I'm going to keep that one. Let's keep that one. I'll keep that one. Toss these in here. Let's destroy some more forest, because why not? We have the grenades for it, and the forest will be in the way in the future, so let's start trying to remove it. Now, that will hurt us when it comes to the pollution spread, so if you're not set up for biter management as well as you could, then don't grenade the forest. Just leave it be. If you don't need to remove it, don't remove it. Now, I know I can handle it, so I'm removing the forest just in case. Because I never know where I might want to build stuff. Now, what do we need? We need a bit of stuff down here. We need to, on the right here, make... We need to make some sulfur. Now, I'm not sure how many of them I'm going to make, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not sure how many I should make. I should probably move this at least one, because that way we can do this. Like that. And if we had one more, we could do I might have to take around along the walls to just repair and put down more turrets. But for now, I will try to manage without going around and fixing that. Now, I am going to need this. This is going to be necessary. And we are going to need, right, we need iron plates as well. Should, no, not that far. That's like that. This is just to get the water over here, like this. I should probably make it like this. Like that. Should do this. And this could do this without any major problem. I don't need to do that. I can just do this and that, and then like this, and then we can do, I should probably do this again to have space for inserters. Like doing the pipes like this is just to have a bit of space to put inserters in, because we are going to need them, and you don't need to have, as long as you input in one of the possible inputs, if as long as it's only one kind of fluid that needs to be inputted, like for the sulfuric acid, having just one input of water is absolutely fine. Since the sulfur needs two different ones, it needs water and petroleum gas. We need to have both of them connected. But since sulfuric acid only needs water, we can happily just not output, or rather input, in all of the spaces. Now, what I should do is this. That way we don't need to have long-handed, which means we can actually input a bit quicker. What I am going to do is actually use these two like that. And this is just so we have a bit of storage of sulfuric acid just in case. And then we need, yeah, I think 10 is actually going to be a good number here. Let's do 5 like that, and then 5. Now, let's see. All right, that is actually perfect. Since we only need one kind of input, we can happily just do this. Now, I am going to make more because I want to do this. Like that. And what we can do then is just having the belt go like this. And then we can have... No, yeah. That, no, it's off, isn't it? Or was it? Whatever, let's go. Oops, I had more than I... There. That should be just fine. Let's see. Let's hook it up. Because we are going to need a lot of batteries, especially if we're going to do a bunch of laser turrets, and we are going to do like accumulators and stuff. Like if we go solar and we are going to make accumulators, we need a lot of batteries, so having 12 of them is actually not too much. It might be too few, to be honest. So like this, having the input like that. What we should do now is like this, and do output on the right, iron, because we need iron down to these. So what I'm going to do is like that. Should probably do this to hook them up. That way we can do this. Like that. Yeah, that should be fine. Now I could extend this down if I wanted to. I just needed to remove some pipes and just add more, and then add in the pipe again to connect properly. But yeah, this should be fine. Yeah, this should be absolutely fine. Like this. And then just like this. There we go. And we need output. 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 Oops. Output. 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 There we go. That should be all. So let's remove this cliff just to get a bit more breathing space. In case we need to do something over here. Now this will be our battery stuff. Now what I'm going to do is put a pump here for a very, very specific reason. We don't have any red, so let's make some red wires. We are going to say that if the storage of sulfuric acid is like, if it's greater than say 40k, we don't need to make more. Like, if we have that much sulfuric acid in storage, we don't need to make more immediately. I'm going to add one more, so we have so we can actually say that, okay, we are going to make more if we have enough petroleum gas and it's a low enough amount of sulfuric acid in storage. So if we then check, if this is greater than 125k, so at least more than 50% in storage, we might have to tweak this, but let's go with that for now. And then if less than, say, 40k, so if it's like equal or less than 40k, you're allowed to work. But you do need more than 50% or more of the petroleum gas to actually be allowed to work. So this is just going to make sure we don't drain the system producing sulfuric acid. And I strongly urge you and recommend you building this kind of restriction on oil, because of the annoyance with how oil works is that if, for example, you have full storage of petroleum but not the other two, so much that the oil refineries have a full have been filled up with petroleum as well, they cannot do anything else anymore. They can't do the craft unless they can output every single thing in one craft. So if there's not enough space for 55 petroleum gas, it will not create more, even though you have 0 light oil and 0 heavy oil. And this is the big reason of why we set this up, so we don't run into the issue of oil limiting our production of stuff because of one of the 3 is full and the 2 other isn't. Now, this is basically hooked up. What we need to do at this point is bring iron and copper plates down. which we do want to do, but I'm not sure we want to do it right now. What I am going to do is bring the belts. And I'm going to do them alongside each other, because why not? I have to remember to rotate the belts, because they are going opposite ways to each other. So let's remove these cliffs. These cliffs are going to be in the way regardless, so let's remove them now when we have the explosives on us. There we go. Yes, we are going to have to take copper and iron to the left one of the two, and then batteries is going to be coming up, so we are going to have to put it on the last belt somewhere at some point in the bus system. So what we should do is I think we should bring it like this now, and we are out of belts, so let's pick up some more belts. I think we should probably, yeah, let's do this no, we don't need it to be like that. We could actually do it like this, like that, like this. There we go. This should be enough. I will need to like snake it a bit, but that's fine. A bit of snaking and spaghetti is always good. What is she doing? What are you doing? Weird dog. Making a bunch of noises and making it sound like she's doing something naughty, which is maybe she's doing it to get attention, who knows. Let's see. This, like that, up we go. There we go, that one is now connected. Like, we need to, I should probably try to bring it in like over here somewhere, like here. Here would be a good place, because that means it's above everything else that we might want to, like anywhere we might want to build from. And nothing on the left side for the science need batteries that high up, so yeah, I think we are going to bring it along, say, let's do this. Like this. Like that. And in here, so we don't have to use an underground. And at this point, I think I'm going to do it from the other side, like this. What are you running around for? Stop it. Most likely she's bored. So over there, can bring it in like this. once I've hooked this up, I'm going to end the episode. So that is going to be kind of perfect. Please get me the belt. And not everything else. There we go. Let's bring you up. Oh, I have no more undergrounds. Okay. It's not enough. Okay. And I can't make a fast underground belt because I don't have the gears. Let's pick up the gears. Yeah, make one of them. I'm going to do that because so we only need to use one, even though it's going to go different, like the speed is different, so yeah, but I still think it's going to be better to do it like that. So let's go down and see if we can hook it up, the power and stuff. See if I actually did hook up the power. I know I put poles down, but yeah, I didn't put poles down on everything, so let's put down the pole. Right, we are going to need undergrounds to actually be able to put down poles. We need a bit of poles in the middle here, because that's, since we have built it quite compact, we need to actually do this. Whoops, there we go. And we have battery production if we have sulfuric acid. Now, we should probably have sulfuric acid up and running soon once I hook up so it can actually read how much sulfuric acid is in storage. And yes, remember to always connect up the systems. If you don't connect up the systems, they won't be able to read what's in the storage. Before I connected, this was red, so it wasn't allowing any petroleum gas to go on. But once I connected it up, we could actually see how much we had in storage, and since it was greater, equal or greater than 125k, it can now produce. So here we go. But we don't have the water, but that is going to have to wait. Or should I? Let's leech off here. That's probably, or should I do it from over here? I should take the water over here, actually. Let's do that. Now, I should end this episode, but I want to just super quickly do this. This should not take 5 minutes, maybe 1, hopefully not 2. But I ran out of pipes. No. Okay, let's see if we can actually make it. I don't think so. I don't think we have enough pipes. No, I don't think we have enough pipes. We might, maybe have enough pipes. Let's make some normal pipes, because we don't need that much more. There we go. That's how it's going. That's how it's going to Get done. There we go. Now, this is producing because it has water and petroleum gas. This has all it needs. We might have to extend how many of these are making sulfur, but for now this is absolutely fine. We are actually getting sulfuric acid. We are getting batteries. Yay! So with that happy note, we are going to ride along this belt and end this episode, which did get longer than I wanted to, but fine. But anyway, thanks for watching, goodbye, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.